Sagittarius, what's going on? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, and I'm here to bring you your Pluto retrograde for in Capricorn for 2022. Make sure you subscribe, you guys. Hit that notification bell. That way you'll know when I post. Of course, Taurus North Node, and then for the Scorpio South Node approximately 2 weeks after. But right now we're talking about Pluto in retrograde. This is going to be a quick reading because Pluto was in retrograde in the same sign, in the same house last year. If you are someone who studies astrology, you know that the planets move in cycles. They have, and you start to understand the cycles of the planets. And so Pluto, in particular, to this year in 2022, it's going into retrograde on April 30th. It's going to be in retrograde until like the first week of October. Last year, it went into retrograde in the same sign, and for you in the same house, about the same time, late April. It stayed in, Pluto's always in retrograde in the summer. So it's in retrograde all through the summer, and then it comes out of retrograde in Libra season. So what I did was last year I did a reading. I did it all in one video for each sign, but I time stamped it, so you may want to check that out. I relisted it in the community tab so that you can check it out, because I go into a little bit more detail about Pluto and some of the things you may experience with this Pluto energy going into retrograde and being in retrograde for 5 months. You know, Pluto's all about struggle, intensity, power dynamics, things like that, death, rebirth, psychic abilities, and that energy is in your second house, which is ruled by it's the sign of Capricorn is there. So your second house has to deal with your self-esteem, your self-value, your self-worth, trust, loyalty. It has to deal with your physical manifestations as far as money-making potential. Your money-making potential has a lot to do with how you feel about yourself. They're related, all right? And so what we're looking at is Pluto being in retrograde there. So where there's some power struggles in reference to your self-esteem, self-respect, whether it's internally you respecting yourself, having power struggles with things that may put you in a place where you don't have trust in yourself or respect, for yourself. Or is it something external to you? Is someone trying to control you, control the way you see yourself, control the self-esteem and respect that you have, maybe the way you were raised or how you were taught? May have something to do with that, and you're trying to get out of that energy or out of that mindset. Maybe you are around someone now who is trying to control you and manipulate you, or are you trying to control and manipulate the way someone feels about themselves or their money-making opportunities? All right, so that's what we're going to look at. So I'm going to put 5 cards out. We're going to see what's up. Now, this came out that way, so I'm going to put it that way. You come out first. You got the 10 of Wands, so your energy comes right out. Let's see what else we get for you. 2 more cards for Sag. All right. Okay, so overall energy for your spread, Sag, is the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, came out in reverse. So this is Scorpionic energy, okay? Pluto rules Scorpio. So with the Scorpionic energy in reverse, that is the opposite polarity of your second house, the 8th house, right? So this is all about why you feel this way, what psychological ramifications are going on that, have you in a position where you're feeling a certain way about yourself, your self-esteem, your self-worth, things like that. It could just also be the things that you buy, like, Taurus is the physical manifestation of things. So it could be the possessions you own. And then, the opposite energy of that is the Scorpionic energy. And that deals with the psychological analysis behind why you feel this way about these possessions. So let's see. So your energy comes out first with the 10 of Wands. Then we have the 5 of Swords. And we have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the King of Wands in reverse. And then we have the Page of Swords in reverse. All right, so there's definitely some type of struggle here with the 10 of Wands here, but it looks like that's coming to an end, okay? Some type of burden or stress in reference to maybe standing your ground, your self-esteem, because the Ten of Wands, that's your first house. So your first house deals with, how you stand your ground in reference to the external energies around you, and when they approach you, how you respond to them, right? The challenge in the situation here is the Five of Swords. So you could be dealing with internally something going on with the Five of Swords where there could be confusion. So this could be an internal thing here with you, dealing with the power struggles within. So there could be some things that you were carrying around, maybe you have a lot of things that you're passionate about, or you don't know what you're passionate about, or maybe it's other people's passions and desires being thrust upon you, right? And the challenge is you trying to understand it, why you are, take on the weight of these things, why you deal with these things, why have you dealt with them, why can't you let them go, or, what is the struggle there, what's the power struggle there? The fives always tell me that there's a struggle of imbalance, so there's definitely struggle there when you have odd numbers because it's not even. So, where you're standing as far as, your passions, you standing your ground each and every time against something that is trying to cause imbalance. And it could be the thoughts that you may have about your passions and ideas, or it could be other people's thoughts about the things that you're passionate about and the things you work hard for and what's important to you. All right. So we're dealing with that energy. The Six of Disc energy here talks about bringing balance to a situation, or you busting your ass and working because of the fact that it's going to put you in a position where you're going to be able to buy the things you need. You're going to be able to take care of your bills. You're going to be able to give back, to whatever organization or whatever you feel like doing. You'll have money extra to do it, where you could do for others too if you want it, right? So that's what the universe is telling you that you have the capability of doing. But what you should be focused on moving forward to do that is the King of Wand energy in reverse. Like, you're going to have to step into your power with the King of Wand energy in reverse. This is somebody who's not being courageous, who's not standing their ground. The Leo energy deals with the self, the ego. Okay, so we're talking about the self-esteem when we're talking about Capricorn in your second house. So there's some restraints there that's hindering you again from going for what it is that you truly know, or you're going to have to put restraints in place. All right. And the Page of Swords energy in reverse here is telling me that, maybe there's something you're not getting, you're not seeing. Okay, or maybe it just means you need to stop communicating with these people or these entities or these energies, or shut those voices down in your head that are telling you that you're not worthy, or that you can't do, or you can't produce, you don't got it, anything that's coming at you trying to shoot down what it is that you're trying to do. So when you look at that Pluto video for 2021, that's in the community tab, and you go down to the Sagittarius section, look to see if there's recurring themes. All right, if there is, then that means that, as far as Pluto is concerned, Pluto is all about soul lessons of the soul, right? So when we switch avatars or switch bodies and we reincarnate, the soul won't change. The soul experiences don't change. You may not remember everything from a past life. Some things may come to you in dreams. Some things may not. But the soul always remembers, the things that are lessons that you would take with you moving on from avatar to avatar, moving on from life to life. So, why was I saying that? I forget. Forgive me. I'm being very absent-minded right now, and I don't know why. Let's take a look at... let's take a look at these top 5 cards. Let's do that first, and maybe that will jog my memory as far as what I was trying to say to you. Okay, yeah, so Pluto, is the evolution of the soul. So your second house has to do with your self-esteem, self-worth. So many of you may have had these battles in the past life with your self-esteem and your self-worth, maybe people trying to attack it. Even a year from now, maybe you're still dealing with the same scenarios. It could be, the way you make money or how you make money. Somebody may not like the way you make money, okay? They may have an issue with it. Or you may not be proud of the way you make money. That could be it too. So you're going to have to stop and say, okay, what's up? You could be dealing with people. You could be in business partnerships with people who there's no loyalty and there's no trust. You could be around people who don't support your vision and your dreams in reference to your money making situation, and you may have to think about, okay, am I going to continue to communicate with these people or am I not? It could also be an energy of you maybe having to stop sharing your plans and your aspirations with people, because as soon as they shoot, them arrows in the air at it, oh, well, that ain't gonna work, and you know what I mean? It's like, so stop sharing with people your goals and things like that. Wait till it comes into fruition. Talk to your ancestors and your guides about it, but you don't gotta share it with other people. We got the King of Cup energy in reverse. Yeah, keeping your in the Star card in reverse. I can't make this shit up. Keeping your goals and your dreams to yourself. People don't need to know what you're working on. They don't need to know what your forward movement is about and what you're trying to produce. They don't need to know that, because with the Nine of Pentacle energy in reverse, they're gonna try to talk you out of it. Period. They're gonna try to tell you, oh, it ain't worth it. Don't do that. Da, 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 da. And then here you go with the Five of Wands. You're gonna be questioning yourself about it, going to battle with them about it. Going back and forth with this. There could be competition. These people could be looking at you as if they're jealous and envious, and they could be trying to steal your ideas. So stop sharing your shit. And with the Six of Swords, just don't say nothing. That's what's gonna give you peace of mind. Because as soon as you start sharing with people what you're trying to do and how you're trying to do it, they're going to come up with ways to try to put you in a position of lack, making you feel as if you're not worthy, or you can't do, or who are you to have this? Some of y'all are doing well, and you got people around you who are just straight up jealous, looking at you like, why you got and I don't. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So you need to be careful of what you share with people as far as how you make your money, how much money you make, what your plans are as far as your future investments and your future endeavors, money making and things like that. People could be trying to figure out what make you tick and trying to stop you. What's the Ten of Wands energy in reverse? I mean upright. What's the Ten of Wands? Yeah, the Thief energy. Didn't I tell you keep it to yourself? All your desires, your goals, and your dreams, all the hard work you're doing, everything you've been doing, keep it to yourself. Don't nobody need to know. Don't nobody need to know. Where you at? Where you been? You in the lab minding your business. They don't need to know where you at. Keep it to yourself. With the Five of Swords, that's the challenge. Don't get in a pissing match with these people, because when it comes to self-esteem, self-value, self-worth, a lot of times they can trickle over into ego. It's a thin line. And these people trying to tell you what you can do and what you can't do, and you're like, what? I'm Sag. You don't know what you're talking about, right? Sag is optimism. How you come on, man? That's the glass half full sign. That's how I always look at Sag in my chart. This the area here where, I could take a calculated risk. If I look at what's going on here, the glass look half full. That's my glass half full sign. Come on. So you got people around you trying to tear you apart, trying to tell you that you can't do it, trying to tear at your aspirations and your goals and your dreams. Nah, you got to keep that to yourself. What's this Five of Swords? Yeah, faithfulness energy. Be faithful and true to you. You ain't got to be faithful. You ain't got to prove nothing to these people who are trying to talk shit to you. And if this is not people external to you trying to control you and manipulate, this could just be internally, voices internal. We all got the positive and the negative, the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine. And if they not aligned, you could be listening to your lower level demons here, right? And so this is somebody who could be constantly, with this faithfulness energy and this Five of Swords, constantly trying to knock your dreams out, constantly trying to tell you what you can and can't do, constantly trying to figure out what it is that you're doing so they can find some way to shoot it down. Constantly. You got to bring balance to that with the Six of Pentacle energy. Bring balance to that. Clarify the Six of Discs, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, with the message energy in reverse. Keep your mouth quiet. That's how you bring balance to the situation. What I feel like for you, Sag, as far as your money-making potential, your goals and your aspirations, I feel like any type of hesitancy that you're experiencing is because you're sharing these ideas and these views with people who don't need to hear it. Now, take a look at what was going on last year. If you had a goal or something like that, or working on a project or something like that was going to bring in some money, and you shared it with certain people, what happened with that project right now? What's going on with that? Take a look. King of Wands energy is in reverse. With this King of Wands energy in reverse, this is about inactivity, not taking action. Yeah, with the Sweetheart energy in reverse. Yeah, I feel like this is you not telling. Again, I feel an energy of you not letting people know what you're doing. keeping your mouth closed with the page of the page of swords energy in reverse. We got that clarified with the love energy. So it could be about a relationship. It could be about somebody that you want to be with, somebody that, you know, Taurus deals with possessions, right? And a lot of times our possessions are our husbands and our wives, our kids, our toys, you know, and somebody may have an issue with those things. Like whatever it is that you like, whatever those things are, all those 10 things, those things that you want to do, you keep them to yourself. Because there could be an energy of people who have a problem with what you do and how you do it. They got a problem with it. They constantly got a problem with it with the faithfulness card. They always got issue with it. It could be a lifestyle that you live, but it brings you money. And you don't need to tell them how much money you bring in with the message energy in reverse. Do not, Sag, do not. Okay? With the King of Wand energy in reverse and the sweetheart energy, don't be telling your little boyfriends and your girlfriends. These are not people you married to. They ain't in the game with you. They ain't in. They don't need to know what your moves are. Okay? And also, with the King of Wand energy in reverse and the sweetheart energy in reverse, don't allow these little, rendezvous and things like that to get in your way of what your goals are and what you're trying to do. For the Page of Sword energy in reverse and the love energy, this could be some of you. You gotta understand that everybody ain't gonna be in love with what you do. They just not. Everybody's not in love with you. Everybody don't believe in you. These people may not believe in your dreams. And, you being energy when you're in your highest self, your energy about taking calculated risks, taking risks, your energy about looking at the glass half full. And if you around people who can't look at the glass half full, they constantly looking at how empty shit is or what you ain't got or what you can't do, they killing your spirit, they killing your energy. All right? So, just be mindful of how you're looking at things as far as how you look at yourself. This could just be an internal battle with you. Like I said, your demons, maybe the way you were raised, and opposed to you trying to change and okay, well, that's how it was when I was younger. I understand that now. Things are different now. I'm more mature, and you may have people from your past or those, voices in your head from the past telling you what you can't do. Don't let that control you. That's what the power struggle would be within you, is not letting that negative talk take control. Because again, your second house is all about your self-esteem, your self-worth, your self-value. And it also has to do with your money-making potential. The more you believe in yourself, the more potential there is for you to make the money you want to make. So it correlates, right? So if it's not anything internal that you're dealing with, it could be people outside of you who got things to say. So you know what you need to do with that. So yeah, check out the Pluto retrograde video in the community tab. Go to the Sag section, see if there's a recurring theme. If there is, that means that maybe the approach you took a year ago, maybe you need to put more energy into it. Maybe you didn't put, maybe you put too much. There's something that maybe you need to tweak. Let's put it that way, right? Or if it's a recurring thing, maybe it was something that you should have acted upon and you didn't, and the universe is telling you, hey, why didn't you act upon this? This could be why. That negative self-talk or the people around you, filling your head with bullshit. So, those are some of the things you want to look at when you look at the past video and look at what's going on now. Maybe you've already passed that. This could just be retrospection for you. Like, yeah, there was people in my ear. Or, yeah, I used to have negative self-talk, but I put that to the side and I moved on and I was able to do what I needed to do. I stopped sharing my dreams with people who don't have no ambition. Like, I feel like these are ambition killers that you're around. Whether it's those negative self-talk about, people who told you you couldn't when you were a kid and that's still in your head, or whether these are people that you're around. It's just a lot of, your energy of, I can do, what are you talking about? And, you got some people because they can't do it. They project their energy onto you. And that's not good for you. You got to separate from these people, whether you love them or not. Maybe you just don't talk to them about your dreams and your goals. These are family members or people that you care about. And again, you can't have that energy around you. So if they feeling that way about you, you can't rock with them, Sag. You can't. All right. So that's what I got for you for your Pluto retrograde reading. I hope it provided some clarity for you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. You want to leave a comment about it? Feel free to do so. All right. I'll see you guys in the next reading. I'm gonna do Aquarius next, so I'm gonna clean these cards, sage the area, and I'm gonna come right back on and do Sag. So stick around. I mean Aquarius. So stick around if you want. I got Aquarius to do. I got I'm gonna do Capricorn next. I'm bugging. Capricorn next, then Aquarius, then Pisces, then Aries, and I will have wrapped everything up. All right. For the Pluto retrograde series for 2022. So I'll see you guys in the next reading. Later, Sag.